Okay, we're going live. I'm just going to make sure this is working. So everyone hang on tight because my screen is loading.
Mine says meeting is streaming live on Facebook.
Cool. I'm going to wait till I see myself on the screen and then we're going to get going. Yay, we're live. So welcome everybody. This is Neil, LifeWorks Jam, and I am so happy to have Jennifer Roycroft with me today. She has been training with me and she was in despair before. We're celebrating Jennifer Roycroft and her successes in her ability to execute programming and have less pain. Jennifer, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Jennifer Roycroft. I don't know what more there is to say. I have a husband, I have 3 kids, I have a dog.
How old are your kids?
So youngest to oldest, 6, 10, and 11.
Oh, sweet. And so let's get right into this. Can you please tell me and tell them what kind of pains were you experiencing before you came to me for some programming, and what was the lowest point in your life with that?
So when I came to see Neil, I had spent quite a bit of time sitting around in pain. I had a pretty active lifestyle before, but eventually developed my quads were like crazy tight. I had hip pain. I had chronic low back pain. I would wake up in the morning and my back would just ache for the first 2 hours of the day. Joint pain in my knees, my feet, my elbows. But the worst part of it, like everything else was like, oh, I can still get around, I can still live, but my neck was so tight and my traps here was just so stiff, and I had terrible headaches. I wouldn't call them migraine level, but just all day long, my head hurt and I was grumpy. There weren't many days when I didn't have a headache, which really can slow you down eventually.
That must have limited you quite a bit for the active lifestyle that you had previous to that,
Yes, it did.
right?
Yeah, so I did some pretty intense exercise regimen before I found myself in bad pain. And I'm sure that some of that led me to where I was, poor movement patterns and whatnot. But I found myself at a point where I wanted to go out. I wanted to exercise. I wanted to be active and do my biking and skiing and the things that we love to do as a family, and that I love to do with my friends or on my own. But I was just terrified of being in pain eventually. If I went biking, or I might have a headache for 3 or 4 days after. So I'd be very unproductive for a few days. Downhill skiing, my quads would be so tight. I would have to sit down on the hill like every 2 minutes and rest. So I couldn't keep up with my kids even. Now I can't keep up with my kids anyway because they're just fast. But yeah, I couldn't keep up with my kids on the hill. It just wasn't fun anymore because I was always managing so much pain.
Right? So you're scared to do nothing, you're scared to do something.
Yeah, and it was super discouraging. I was constantly in pain, and I was sad and angry because I felt like I had this vibrant life and laughter and fun and out moving and feeling the wind in my hair. And suddenly I was sitting on the couch most of the time. And Neil titled this video, he didn't really tell me before, but he used the word safe. And I was sitting on my couch one day and I just went like, it's just not safe out there.
Right.
So very aptly put.
Good. Maybe I got lucky. So what made you finally decide that you wanted to come and see me?
Well, I had been chasing down every rabbit hole, whether that was, my joints are aching because I'm eating gluten or because I'm eating grains, or so I chased down all these dietary rabbit holes and I couldn't make any connections. And I went for all the massages and all the adjustments and acupunctures and all this stuff. And it would give me temporary relief, but it was never a permanent fix.
Mhm.
And I knew that I was just tired of putting money and time into doing those things and still not being able to get out and do the things that I wanted to do. So I knew it was time to change. And for me, I knew it was a body thing. And I just, after a long time, clued into the fact that the lifestyle, the things that I was doing, there was just some shortages and I needed some new kind of training. So I found you online. I just looked for trainers and gyms online in the Bow Valley. And I said, I got to get active again. Because at this point I was going, I'm just sitting around too much. And I found you guys online, and your personal testimonies on your website actually were a huge key in me deciding to come to the gym, because I knew that you had experienced adversity to a huge level, and Jesse had also experienced adversity. And I thought, these guys are going to know how to help me push through my challenges. So I went into the gym to see Neil, and he was able to sort of evaluate my lifestyle with me and say, you know, with these appropriate strengthening and stability exercises, then I think we can improve or decrease your levels of pain for sure. He didn't seem to have any doubt about that. So I was like, please sign me up.
You did. And then since then, what results have you achieved since started personal training with me?
Okay, so the short form of that would just be frequency and intensity of bouts of pain have decreased greatly. And I have more energy in my day. I can go mountain biking or something typically without finding myself in pain for the next 3 or 4 days.
Mhm.
Skiing last winter was way better, not with the super tight quads and all that.
Mhm.
I can sleep better without pain in my hips. I don't wake up in the morning with a sore back. And just without all the pain and headaches, I'm like way less grumpy. So that's super awesome for my family members.
Your, your quality of life got a lot better.
Much better, yes.
You're getting back to your active lifestyle
Yeah.
you used to have. That's so good. What's your favorite part of the personal training programming? What do you like about it the most?
I super like that it makes it convenient that I can go in and do it whenever is convenient, really.
Mhm.
To be able to say, normally I like to go in at around 9 a.m., but you know, the gym's there, so I can go in and do it. And if it's got the videos and everything to make it easy for me, that I'm not like, oh, well, I forgot what that is. And what are the key points of this exercise? So I would make sure that I'm doing it right. So I like the convenience of being able to do it. And my favorite part, though, is that I have hope that I'm going to be back out there doing all the things with more intensity.
And you will. I know you will. You're a good student. You keep showing up, and you're doing exactly what I'm telling you to do. So that's going to get you laser focused and get you the results. And that's why you're succeeding. You know, you're doing the work. So congratulations for doing the work.
Thanks.
Okay, one more question for you. What would you say to someone that's online right now? Just they have low back pain, they have knee pain or neck pain, or what would you say to them that would convince them that this system works?
Well, to convince them that it works, I would just say I've seen the results in my life, and there's other people at the gym who I've heard their results as well. So I know it works. Neil has so much knowledge, and he's just willing to share it all with you, and he just wants to see you get better. So that's awesome. And I would just say that your life and your body are totally worth the commitment. I know for some people it'll cost them in time, some people it'll cost money, or maybe it's your physical or mental energy that you don't think you have to give. But our bodies are our vehicle for life on this earth. And if it's not running well, you're going to be having a difficult time. So get in and see Neil and take care of it.
Thanks everybody for joining our Jennifer Roycroft celebration. And, thanks for joining us and taking the time for, first of all, me figuring out this technology and for talking to me. And I know I'll see you either today or tomorrow too. So high five.
See you guys at the gym.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.